second half of tonight's Snarl from Wilkes-Barre Pa. Wally, Johnny, and Tex standing by with an outstanding second half again, just 2 days away from the 11th annual Halloween Brawl, and the excitement and tension backstage is clearly evident.
For more big matches ahead, featuring stars like Eddie Guerrero, hardcore legend Sabu, the return of the modern-day Maharaj at Jinder Mahal, and in the main event, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig will lock up with Macho Man Randy Savage, plus an exciting ladies tag match.
Yes, there are 4 more big matches a couple of days away from Halloween Brawl. The intermission's just about to wrap up here. We're about to get back to work, and look who's here. Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote, the ladies triple crowner, and she's going to take a moment to address the fans and someone very special backstage. Let's see what it's all about, folks.
It's good to be back, people. Unfortunately, though, I come back out of the frying pan and into the fire, because what Luna Vachon did earlier this month, well, I can't just leave it alone. Mostly because I'm a little tired of opponents attacking me outside of sanctioned matches. It's been going on forever. The Bell Council, the Future Endeavored, and now Luna Vachon? No, I can't let this one go, because if I don't make an example of Luna, it'll probably just keep right on happening. I've made a lot of my 2 years in RWL, and with the responsibility of 3 titles to defend, I can't afford any more downtime. So, I've gone over things with the front office, and, well, they don't really want me to do this, but I really don't have a lot of choices here. Luna Vachon's got to pay for attacking Caden Carter, Patty Powers, and me, and there was only one way I could think of to make that happen.
Oh, crap. Here's Luna Vachon now. And this confrontation's about to get very nasty.
Danielle's past opponents have just been mean, not full-bore lunatics like Vachon. This could be bad.
Yeah, bad for Luna.
Well, it looks like I didn't swing that chair hard or fast enough. You swear up and down that you're the hottest thing going around here just because you've got the front office and a couple of general managers kissing your ass. Well, give me just one good reason why I shouldn't kick your head in right now.
One word, Luna, and that word's unemployed. Touch me before Monday, and it's gonna cost you your job here. Is it worth it? Swing on me and see.
Well, don't that just figure you're protected by the general manager? Well, I already told you I'll take you on in any kind of match you can think of. So, how about it?
That's why I'm here. Monday night at Halloween Brawl, you'll get your chance. I'm even putting the Japan 5-star women's title on the line as incentive.
Listen, you egotistical bitch, I don't need an incentive to turn your teeth upside down. You've got a match? All right, well, let's find out what it is.
You really want to bury me, don't you? Okay, I'll even give you a chance to do it, on top of the J5 women's title. Would you like that?
I'm not one of your fans. Come to the point and tell me what kind of match you want before I change my mind and take my chances on my job.
It's a match that's only happened once before, and I won it. Against Jody Dvorak. Beat me, and you'll get your win and the J5 title. You're just crazy enough to accept it, so. Monday night, I hope you're ready, because you're signing for a casket match. See you there.
Holy all hell, a casket match against Luna Vachon for the Japan 5-star Women's Championship. Liberty Belle Danielle is the only person ever to win one, which is great, but against Looney Luna. Danielle's taken a hell of a risk doing this.
But it seems to be the only way, folks. We'll be back with our next match right after this. Alright, well, after that scintillating intermission, let's get on with the show. Our second half opening contest is going to be X-Pac, backed up by 2 short welfare papas cartel, facing the homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu.
Hey, yo, DJ, put a nigga back to the record, baby, and give me this right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second half opening contest set for 1 fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by welfare to short Popeye Scott Bell from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 221 pounds, X-Pac.
X-Pac, still one of the few remaining workable weapons in Scott Bell's arsenal, even if he is supremely unpopular. Despite the go-away heat from fans, he's still a fairly capable cruiserweight with speed and educated feet, which I suppose has kept him going and everything, but he's going up against an unpredictable hardcore legend. And it's a mercy to X-Pac that this match will be contested under standard rules instead of a hardcore environment, which is Sabu's playground.
It's been a rough year for Rwl Pa, losing control of the Southwest region of RWL to Gene Barry, and Randy Savage jumping ship from his stable. And amazed he's still functioning, even as just a manager, with only a lackluster stable to work with. I just don't understand why he doesn't just fold up the tent and go away.
'Cause he's too stupid to live, GB. Too stupid to live.
And his opponent accompanied by Rob Van Dam. From Bombay, Michigan, weighing 232 pounds, here is Sabu. When you say the words hardcore wrestler, your mind's just gotta think of Sabu. The man's done some amazing feats throughout his career, and here in RWL, with his best tag partner Rob Van Dam, he's definitely an impact player. I don't foresee X-Pac overcoming this guy in this matchup.
His body carries all the scars from all the matches he's ever had, bearing mute testimony to his extraordinary toughness. This is a guy who once said never mind the stitches, closing his open wounds with, I swear, super glue. If that's not tough, I don't know what is.
I don't know about that, but I hope he takes that truncheon and sticks it somewhere on X-Pac. I won't go so far as to say I dislike X-Pac, but I wish Myron Schimmelman had made this match with Sabu a hardcore match. That would have been really cool. Let's face it. Referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell and we are off. Hard right from X-Pac to Sabu. Sabu locked up, whipped to the far right corner, and a dropkick from X-Pac takes him down into the corner. X-Pac putting the boots to the throat of Sabu. Rob Van Dam and Wilkes-Barre Pa looking on. Anyway, Sabu laid out. X-Pac on the top turnbuckle. Well executed senton. Sabu finding himself in a little trouble in the early goings. Come on, you're a whole grown adult. Stop with the crotch chop. Sabu catches it right to the head. A hard forearm takes Sabu back down to the canvas. And so far, it's been all X-Pac. Sad to tell. X-Pac putting the boots to the leg of Sabu. Sabu rolls out for a quick reset, hopefully. Bell helping him up. Now that counts as getting directly involved and he should be disqualified. Well, the high-risk maneuver does not pay off for X-Pac. Good for you, Scott Bell. Nice work. Sabu back on his feet, charges. There's a clothesline. Takes X-Pac down. X-Pac grapples from behind. Sabu responds with elbows to the midsection of X-Pac. Sabu locks him up. Whips him against the ropes. Nice hip toss. Looked like a damn gyroscope. A kick to the knee to X-Pac. X-Pac goes behind, rakes the back of Sabu. Like that's going to hurt him. Kick to the midsection from Sabu. A hard right from X-Pac puts Sabu against the ropes, followed up with a couple of kicks. X-Pac takes him down the canvas. Rope-assisted stomp to the chest. And X-Pac going for a quick cover. One. Just the one. That's all it's going to get him. Sabu makes his way to a standing position here. Off the top rope. Pretty decent moonsault from X-Pac. Bell going to grab him again. I swear, that referee needs to get him the hell out of there. Jawjacker to X-Pac from Sabu. X-Pac goes behind, delivers a shot to the back. Sabu whip to the ropes. Puts, oh man, look at this. Oh man, nasty kick to the chest from X-Pac. And again, Sabu finding himself on the canvas and in trouble as X-Pac makes his way to the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Leg drop does not connect. Sabu connects with another leg drop to the knee of X-Pac. X-Pac goes behind on him again. Sabu says, oh, no, you don't. Look at this here. Oh, that's a beautiful toss. A stomp to the head of X-Pac from Sabu. Oh, man, both boots to the arm. As if one wasn't bad enough. Off the top rope moonsault. Well, if he meant to hit the logo, he nailed it. Hard right. From Sabu, a jab, a left, a right. And a nice high drop kick takes X-Pac down to the canvas. X-Pac rolls out, says, hey, wait a minute now. Too short, getting involved again. Manipulating the turnbuckles. X-Pac with a series of kicks to Sabu. Got him by the wrists and he won't let him go. Drop kick to the knee again from Sabu. Sabu gets a hold of X-Pac. Escorts him to the far left turnbuckle, head first into the steel. Ow. And Sabu's calling for it. Here we go, running bulldog right into the heart of the logo. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, this one's a wrap. Sabu wins by pinfall.
The time, 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Your winner by pinfall submission.
Well, guys, it looks like that shot into the exposed steel of the turnbuckle must have put X-Pac's lights out, because this match wrapping up in just a little over 3.5 minutes with Sabu getting the Duke over X-Pac. And, well, every time Wilkes-Barre Pa and his people lose a match, it always brings a smile to my face. You can't see it under the mask, but trust me, it's there. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more Rwl Sn Rl right after the break. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Next, Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero, with China ringside, set to go at it with the returning modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
This next contest is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the 9th wonder of the world, China, from El Paso, Texas, weighing 224 pounds, Latino Heat, Eddie Guerrero.
They say behind every great man, there's a great woman, and we've seen it, up close and personal. Randy Savage gets Miss Elizabeth back and starts to prosper. The same can be said for Latino Heat, since reuniting with China. Both have excelled ever since. Eddie's going into this matchup with Jinder Mahal, just oozing confidence. But who can say what Jinder Mahal might even be like after 2 months away? His last match a few months ago against Hulk Hogan has left the modern-day Maharaja's steady rise to the top in a tailspin.
Jinder hasn't been on the injured list or anything, merely taking several weeks off to get himself refocused after the loss to the Hulkster. He's got a pretty significant size and power advantage. But after 2 months away, I've just got to believe Eddie's going to be the dominant competitor here.
We'll just have to wait and see, GB. After all, Jinder Mahal, like you say, he's going to have a size and power advantage over Latino Heat.
His opponent from the Punjab in India, weighing 234 pounds, here's the modern-day Maharaja, Jinder Mahal.
Jinder was on a steady rise to the top, but it seemed like he hit a wall a couple of months ago, especially after the loss to Hulk Hogan. Jinder Mahal back with us again in RWL, and all set to lock it up against Latino Heat. He looks like he's in great shape, but again, 2 months away. He's been training and everything, which is fine and well and good, but we're just going to have to wait and see how it all plays out here.
Mahal may not be tops in the popularity department, but he has got a moderate but loyal fan base based on his long tenure over at World Wrestling Entertainment, where he did manage to become world champion. Here in our WLL, however, that rise to the top you mentioned, Tex, has come to a screeching halt following that last loss to Hogan.
I miss his theme music, though. Jinder Mahal's theme music is a groove. Well, Jinder Mahal has not been sitting on his thumbs the last couple of months. He has been training. Let's see how that works out against Latino Heat here. All right, the referee rings the bell. Here we go. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Jinder Mahal with the upper hand right away. Sets up Guerrero against the ropes. And Eddie pitches him over the top rope and out onto the floor almost immediately. And whoa! Damn! Right through the ropes. Human missile. Latino Heat, not afraid to take high risks. Eddie Guerrero locks up Jinder Mahal, escorts him. He's resisting, but he's trying to get him back inside that ring. Jinder Mahal fighting for all he's worth. Couple of elbows to the midsection for Eddie Guerrero. Jinder Mahal loosened up again. Rolled back inside the ring. And here comes the modern-day Maharaja. Latino Heat locks him up. Sets him up against the ropes again. Here we go. Eddie Guerrero choking him with the top rope. A little line cheating and stealing right there. And a little bit of a hangman yank right there. Latino Heat not fooling around here. Putting the boots to the hands and fingers of Jinder Mahal. And Jinder Mahal is looking like he's having some problems right about now. Eddie Guerrero taking another stomp on those hands. Latino Heat. Well, look at this. He's just spamming the move. He's determined to break them fingers. Okay. Latino Heat firmly in control of Jinder Mahal here. Drops an elbow on the leg of the modern-day Maharaja. And look at him just sauntering, all ready to go here. The ninth wonder of the world, China, looking on at ringside. Jinder Mahal still on the mat. Catches another elbow drop to the leg. And Eddie Guerrero. Whoa, just going absolutely berserko on the leg of Jinder Mahal. Eddie covers real quick. One. Just one. Eddie Guerrero rounds up Jinder Mahal from center ring. Rebound off the middle rope and a beautiful flying drop kick. Takes him down, goes for another cover. One. Again, just the one. Well, Eddie Guerrero's going to have to work a little bit harder than that. Jinder Mahal rounded back up again. Hard whip into the referee. Was trying for the corner, but he got the ref instead. Makes it up, puts him in the far left corner. A series of, whoa man, a series of kicks right to the chest. Jinder Mahal counters, finds his way out of the corner. Delivers a chop to Eddie Guerrero, and here we go. These two are going to start trading shots back and forth. Eddie Guerrero with a couple of hard shots. Jinder with a right. And Jinder Mahal puts on the brakes on him. Eddie Guerrero with a chop across the chest. Now Guerrero puts the brakes on. Jinder Mahal catches a drop kick and down he goes. Latino Heat dominant so far in this matchup against the modern-day Maharaja. It ain't ring rust, but maybe them 2 months away hasn't done him any good. Eddie Guerrero goes there. Boom. Frog splash and a cover. One. But nope. No dice. Jinder Mahal still in the game, but mounting zero offense up to now. Jinder Mahal quickly back up on his feet. Nails Eddie with a clothesline. A double axe handle across the back. Jinder Mahal catches a chop, a kick, another kick, and another drop kick. Takes him right back down the canvas again. Man. All right, maybe I was wrong about that ring rust, guys. Latino Heat rounds up Jinder Mahal. Whips him to the far left corner. Gets a hold of him, rounds him up for a scoop slam. Now Latino Heat up on the middle rope. Jinder Mahal rolls to the outside. Is that going to make Eddie change his mind? Let's find out. Yes, it does. Jinder Mahal on Dream Street out there. Finally, he shakes it off, and he looks pissed. Gets his way back inside the ring. Rebound off the ropes again, and whoa! A Hurricane Runner that just took out Walt Rothburn. Oh, man. That was an accident. He didn't mean to do it. But the referee's out to lunch, which means Eddie Guerrero's going to play. All the way up for the powerbomb, but Jinder Mahal refusing to go, nails him with a couple of shots to the head. A clothesline from Guerrero takes Jinder Mahal down to the canvas, and he spent a whole lot of time down there. Face first. A knee to the back of the head. Referee's still gone. Eddie Guerrero rounds him up. He's going to exploit the referee being out to lunch here. Fisherman suplex as Walt Rothburn regains consciousness. Jinder Mahal's laid out. Eddie Guerrero up on the top rope. And here it goes. Oh, man, there's that splash again. Here's another cover. 1, 2. Nope. No good. Jinder Mahal so far doing not much good except for kicking out of every single pin so far. Jinder Mahal locks him up. Whips him to the ropes. Ducks under. And has him up and off. Oof, man, what a spine buster from Jinder Mahal. Jinder going for his first cover here. 1. Man, just 1. Jinder Mahal not faring too well here against Latino Heat. There's a sweep of the leg from Eddie Guerrero. Eddie rounds him up. Another standing dropkick takes Jinder Mahal down to the canvas one more time. And again, Eddie Guerrero getting ready to go there. And boom, there's the frog splash. Here's the cover and the hook of the leg. 1, 2, 3. Chop this one up. Eddie Guerrero defeats Jinder Mahal by pinfall. Let's go get the official time for Buck Morton.
The time, 5 minutes and 31 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Eddie Guerrero.
No upset win here. Eddie Guerrero winning this one cleanly and decisively over Jinder Mahal. And as for the modern day Maharaja, it looks like it's back to the old drawing board for him. Here it is in the replay. Eddie Guerrero with that last big frog splash that put Jinder Mahal's lights out. That was it. There's the 3 count. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with more RWL Sn Rl right after this. Three weeks ago, Kaden Carter attacked by Luna Vachon, but she is all patched up and back in action tonight with Katana Chance as they go 2-on-2 against Drew Draven and Selena Sheik, the Disciples of Darkness of the Sectarians.
And the Disciples are bringing a few friends. The following ladies' tag team contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, the team of Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
Kaden Carter looking as healthy as ever 3 weeks after Luna Vachon attacked her for absolutely no other reason than she just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But she and Katana Chance are back in action tonight against the Disciples of Darkness, Drew Draven and Selena Sheik, who are already signed to face Power and Beauty at Halloween Brawl for the Women's World Tag Titles. It's gonna be one seriously dark day if they succeed in taking the belts from Frankie and Marta, and I'm sure Sylvia Strong wouldn't appreciate that.
No, she wouldn't. And she's had Power and Beauty training intensely for the match Monday night. I'm naturally concerned about them against these sectarian lunatics, especially at Halloween Brawl. Their opponents accompanied by Amanda Robinson and Tiana, representing the sectarians, Drew Draven and Selena Sheik, the Disciples of Darkness.
Oh boy, here we go.
Our power has reached its greatest height, and Monday at the Halloween Brawl, Disciples Drew and Selena will become Women's World Tag Team Champions. When they humiliate and destroy Frankie Nicole and Marta Gordon, just look at them, along with Amanda Robinson and my daughter Tiana. The sectarians will bring even greater darkness, a darkness embraced by our believers and feared by everyone else. What is to come cannot be stopped, cannot be evaded. Power and Beauty should relish their remaining time as champions. Their end is at hand.
Guys, I used to laugh at her when she was just Naoko Hana, but as Lilith Morella, that woman gives me a championship headache.
Me too. And I find this show of force with all of them out here very disturbing.
Well, guys, leave us try to remain positive. Kaden Carter starting it off against Drew Draven in this ladies' tag match. Referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. The ladies come center ring. Hard right from Kaden Carter, goes behind on Drew Draven. A hard shot to the back. And a leg sweep takes her down. Drew Draven on her side gets a kick to the back from Kaden Carter. Carter steps out. Here comes Katana Chance on the tag. Katana Chance with a nice Hurricane Rana on Drew Draven. Locks her up again. Hard whip to her team's corner. Katana Chance scrapes the leg over the rope, delivers a kick to the calf. Drew Draven catches a hard right. Chance locks her up, another kick to the midsection, and a face buster. Now, Carter and Chance not doing too badly for themselves in the early goings here. Katana Chance locks her up, whips her right back into the corner a second time, and here comes Kaden Carter on the tag, and here comes a double team from the pair. With this, Off the top rope drop kick into an inverted Russian leg sweep. Nice tandem move. Caden Carter goes after Selena Sheik. Tags her with a right and a drop kick. Look at this. Tiana exposing the steel on the top right turnbuckle. Drew Draven. Whoa, man. Caden Carter went flying through the ropes. Takes Drew Draven down to the floor. Referee's already counting. Caden Carter locks her up, drives Drew Draven into the ring steps. Drew Draven currently being handled, slammed face first into the floor by Caden Carter. Jansen Carter, very impressive so far against the Disciples of Darkness. Drew Draven holds back inside the ring. Caden Carter comes in over the top rope. Here comes Selena Sheik on the tag. Locks up with Caden Carter. Caden counters with elbows to the midsection of Selena Sheik. There's a kick right to the chest and down goes Selena Sheik. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. One. Just a one. That exposed turnbuckle. I mean, good. Oh, look at this. Amanda Robinson out there with a candlestick for crying out loud. Man, the sectarian's getting bold tonight. Meanwhile, Caden Carter hangs up Selena Sheik in the tree of woe. Puts the boot to the throat of Selena Sheik and down she goes. Selena rounded up by Caden Carter. Ripped to her team's corner. Here comes Katana Chance on the tag. Here comes another double team from the pair. Hard whip to Selena Sheik and stereo drop kicks. Take her down to the canvas. Quick tag to Drew Draven. Katana Chance doing a little celebrating. Ain't no time for that. There's a running kick. Takes her down. Drew Draven drops her like a bad habit. There's a kick. Another. A chop across the chest. And an inverted Russian leg sweep face first into the canvas goes Katana Chance. Drew Draven gathers her up again. Draven slams her into the turnbuckle. Drew Draven with a scoop slam. Katana Chance laid out. Drew Draven standing up on the middle rope. Katana Chance just getting to her feet. Here she comes. Oh man, what a nasty kick. Taking Katana Chance down. She could be momentarily stunned. Drew Draven whips her to the corner. Off the middle rope, flying kick takes her down again. And now things have turned around towards the Disciples of Darkness. Katana Chance up against the ropes. Drew Draven sets it up. Off the middle rope, kick right to the face of Katana Chance. Drew Draven goes for the cover. One. Again, just a one. Katana Chance laid out. And here comes Selena Sheik again. Oh man, I really do not like Amanda Robinson and Tiana standing at ringside. They are definitely going to get up to no good. Referee's already fixed that turnbuckle. Selena Sheik going to work on Katana Chance here. Oh man. Twist in the arms. Follows that up with a couple of knees to the back of Katana Chance. Takes a swing at Caden Carter too. Misses with the stomp. Katana Chance back up on her feet. Selena Sheik misses with the kick. Oh man, she connected with that discus punch though. Oh man. Here comes Caden Carter again. Selena Sheik deals her a kick to the face too. And the tides have definitely turned. The Disciples of Darkness seizing control of this matchup. Out to the floor goes Katana Chance. Caden Carter catches a kick to the ribs. Selena Sheik yanking the arm against the ropes. Selena Sheik makes her way to her corner, tags in Drew Draven. Katana Chance out of the corner, charges, rolls her. Oh, whoa, whoa, what a beautiful move. There's a kick right to the face of Drew Draven. They lock up. Kaden Carter escorted towards the corner, head first into the turnbuckle. She goes. Katana Chance finally getting back up on her feet on the outside. Again, Kaden Carter being hung up in the tree of woe. And look at this, Drew Draven taking a walk for herself, turns it over to Selena Sheik. Kaden Carter escapes the corner. Another running kick to the face. Oh, man, the disciples are just vicious now. Look at this mocking Kaden Carter. Man. Oh, man, here we go. A series of wrist clutch stomps to the back of Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter finding herself in quite a bit of trouble here. Selena Sheik setting it up here. Man, the vibe is just so bad with those two standing outside. We've seen so many other upsets tonight. I would hate to see one here. And then this whole thing with Luna Vachon in the casket match. I'm beginning to really not be too thrilled about this whole Halloween brawl thing. Seems to bring out the bad in everything. Selena Sheik whipped to the opposing team's corner. Hard right from Kaden Carter. Down goes Selena Sheik. She's by the ankles. An assisted alley-oop out of the corner. Kaden Carter goes for the cover. 1, 2. Well, that didn't work. Selena Sheik rolls her way to the outside. Kaden Carter standing tall. She charges, and again through the ropes, a flying crossbody to Selena Sheik on the outside. Kaden Carter trying to turn things around for her team here. Makes her way back inside the ring. Selena Sheik trying to get her way inside, but Katana Chance right there to put a stop to it. Grabs her by her hair and flings her halfway across town. Kaden Carter goes after Drew Draven with a shoulder tackle, puts her out on the floor. Selena Sheik rolls back inside the ring. Amanda Robinson arguing with Kaden Carter. Those two on the outside, I really don't like it. Selena Sheik with a hard shot to the back of Kaden Carter. A Russian leg sweep. And that's parlayed into a submission. Selena Sheik stretching Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter struggles out. A couple of hard shots to the face. And she's free from the hold. Kaden Carter with a set of knees right to the midsection. For Selena Sheik, here's a cover. 1. And again, just a 1. Kaden Carter back on her feet first. Rounds up Selena Sheik. Gets a hold of her and whips her to her team's corner. Another hard right hand from Kaden Carter. Puts Selena Sheik back in the corner again. She quickly snaps out of it, gets out of the corner. Whips Kaden Carter to the Disciples' corner, and she's moving kind of... Oh, man, a vicious kick. Up onto the top turnbuckle. Goes Kaden Carter. Kaden Carter counters the kick, gets herself out of danger. Locks it up with Selena Sheik. There's that quick roll-up and that kick to the face. Again, Selena Sheik. Wound up by Kaden Carter. Slam, face first into the canvas. That was beautiful. Here's another cover 1. Drew Draven right there to break up the pin. Kaden Carter goes after her but catches a knee. Selena Sheik rolls to the outside. And oh man, another shoulder tackle from Kaden Carter. Takes out the other one. Here's another tag. Here comes Katana Chance. Selena Sheik catches a low drop kick from Katana Chance. Katana Chance rounded back up to a standing position here. Katana locks her up. Whips her to the corner. Selena Sheik has spent a lot of time in that corner. Another hard right hand and back into a seated position again. There's a stomp right to the chest. And there's another one. Katana Chance turning it around, getting the momentum back on her side. Here's another cover. 1, 2. That's the nearest near fall we've had so far. Selena Sheik not looking too tough at the moment. Let's see what happens here. Katana Chance with a beautiful drop kick. Chance rounds up Selena Sheik again. Pops her up by the hair, slam to the canvas. Kaden Carter rallying the folks here in Wilkes-Barre, and they are totally on their side. There ain't nobody loves those Disciples of Darkness. I can tell you that much. Selena whipped right back into the corner again. Here comes Caden Carter on the tag. Here comes another double team. Double snapmare. Stereo kicks to the chest. And look at this. A quick step over. And, oh man, a nice assisted senton. And look at this. A flying leg drop off the middle rope from Caden Carter. Well, now, Chance and Carter performing very well so far. Selena Sheik whipped to the corner. There's a running forearm that takes her down into another corner. And here comes Katana Chance again. Selena Sheik still stuck up in that corner. Quickly counters, gets herself back up to the standing position. There's a kick from Chance. Another, and an enziguri quickly taking Selena Sheik back down to the canvas again. Katana Chance makes her way to the top turnbuckle here. And whoa! Oh man, that would have been beautiful if it had landed. High risk maneuver fails to pay off here. Selena Sheik rebounds off the ropes. A vicious kick to the side of the head of Katana Chance. Selena going after Caden Carter as well. The Disciples really showing out this evening. Can't say I like it too much. Hard kick to the back of Katana Chance. Selena Sheik off to the top. Oh man, nice shooting star. Here's the cover. 1, 2. But again, oh boy, they are frustrated. Look at that. Katana Chance kicking out of the pin and making Selena Sheik very angry. Katana Chance whipped to the Disciples corner. Here comes Drew Draven on the tag, and here comes a double team from the Disciples. Hard shot to the ribs of Katana Chance as Drew Draven takes over for her team. Katana Chance slams headfirst into the turnbuckle. Drew Draven has her up on the top turnbuckle. Gets herself situated. Now this could be disastrous right here. Oh, well, quick counter. That move totally failed for Drew Draven. Hard right from Katana Chance. Spins her around. There's another leg sweep. Takes Drew Draven down. Here's a cover from Katana Chance. 1. Again, just the 1. Man, what is keeping these Disciples of Darkness going? Katana Chance twisting the head and the neck of Drew Draven. For all she's worth, slams her head down to the canvas. And now that she's down on the canvas, Katana Chance steps out. Here comes Caden Carter. Drew Draven back on her feet. Charges a running kick. Takes Caden Carter down to the mat. Drew Draven rounds her up again. Locks her up. Hard whip to the Disciples corner. Drew Draven going to take this one by herself. Smashes her head into the turnbuckle again, much to the delight of Amanda Robinson and Tiana standing on the outside. Driving knees into the midsection of Caden Carter. Drew Draven putting the boots to Caden Carter, pushing all her weight into her chest. And look at this. Handstand off the ropes and double knees to the chest of Caden Carter. Here's another cover. Here's the ref. 1. Just the 1 that time. Caden Carter getting the right shoulder up. And man, the Disciples are definitely showing out. This is not good. This could be an indication of what might happen to Power and Beauty Monday night at the Halloween Brawl. Drew Draven goes to work on a down Caden Carter center ring. And they've definitely hiked up the sadism quite a bit here. Must be taking a page out of Grace Fenwick's playbook, because they are trying real hard to hurt Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Another series of wrist clutch kicks to Caden Carter from Drew Draven. And again, Draven yanking on the arm. Follows that up with double knees to the back. Caden Carter in trouble now. And they are just not letting up. This is just ridiculous. This is just pure sadism. I mean, you know, you use a hold once in a while, but man, they are determined to try and hurt these two. Probably as a warning to Frankie Pacone and Marta Gordon saying, look what's going to happen to you Monday night in Philly. Huh. Don't like it at all. Drew Draven whips Caden Carter to the corner. Caden counters with both boots to the chest of Drew Draven, locks her up. Rounds her up over the shoulder. Takes a walk with her powerful girl. Caden Carter head first into the turnbuckle. Goes Drew Draven. Here's another cover from Caden Carter. 1, 2, man. No dice. The Disciples, Amanda Robinson getting into it with Caden Carter just long enough to distract her. Drew Draven gets a hold of her, drives a knee into her head, and down goes Caden Carter again. And more taunting and more mocking from the Disciples of Darkness. Caden Carter tags in Katana Chance. And here she comes. Sets it up. Hurricane Rana. Sends Drew Draven flying. Here's another cover from Katana 1. But no good. Just the 1. Drew Draven catches a high drop kick from Katana Chance. Chance gathers her up again. Locks her up. Whips her to her team's corner. Drew Draven getting her arm yanked by Katana Chance against the ropes. Katana Chance with a hard right. Drops Drew Draven into the corner in a seated position. Gets her by the ankles. There's that assisted alley-oop out of the corner into a sit-out powerbomb. Not bad at all. A quick counter. Drew Draven back up on her feet. Locks up Katana Chance. Whips her towards the Disciple of Darkness corner. She's going to take this one on her own. A set of driving knees into the midsection of Katana Chance. Oh, man. They are just pouring it on. This is just they're being so extra. There's a face wash to Katana Chance. Here's another cover. But Caden Carter right there to break it up. Nicely done. Oh, man. I'm kind of, Johnny, I hate to say it, but I'm kind of worried about Power and Beauty if this is how they're going to be. Oh, man, by the hair, yanks her into the corner. Here comes Selena Sheik on the tag. Another hard shot to the ribs as Selena Sheik takes over for the Disciples. Katana Chance being carried halfway across the ring. Her back slammed into the turnbuckle and spun outside towards the center ring. Selena Sheik tags in Drew Draven again. And it's starting to look not too good for Caden Carter and Katana Chance right now. Drew Draven whips her back into her team's corner. Sets her up on the top turnbuckle. Makes her way up to the top rope. This is not going to be good. Oh, man. Wheelbarrow Bulldog off the top rope. Katana Chance has to be out. Slowly trying to make her way to her feet, but Drew Draven gets her by the throat. There's the goozle. Sweeps her leg and chokes her up. Oh, man, this is ridiculous. Here's another cover. 1, 2. Shut up. The Disciples of Darkness defeating Chance and Carter by pinfall.
The time, 16 minutes and 51 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, the Disciples of Darkness. Damn it. I hope this isn't an indication of what's going to happen with Power and Beauty Monday night.
Let's all hope not, Johnny. Our main event when we come back.
Every October for a decade it has come, rapidly infecting the blood of its victims, affecting the hearts and minds of those it touches, an all-consuming obsession to be part of a collective whole. This October, it returns again, as it has for 10 years. RWL Halloween Brawl starts October 27th right here on the RWL YouTube channel.
It's main event time, and in this one, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, faces Macho Man Randy Savage.
Tonight's Snarl main event is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing 248 pounds, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. The perfect one in single competition tonight against Randy Savage, and he's rolling out here by himself. No Lex Luger, no Bobby Heenan, and I guess he feels he is so perfect that he can handle Macho Man all on his own. Confidence or false bravado, I can't tell.
Curt Hennig is one of the most talented wrestlers in the Heenan family, so maybe he knows what he's talking about. But Randy Savage has been on a major roll lately, and he's poised to become the #1 contender for the Legends World title. Currently in the hands of Roddy Piper, so he's not going to let Mr. Perfect stand in the way of that.
And his opponent accompanied by Miss Elizabeth from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 256 pounds, the Macho Man Randy Savage.
You guys made the point earlier about Eddie Guerrero and China and Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth, and I guess it's true because Macho Man Randy Savage, ever since he got Miss Elizabeth back and left Too Short Popeye's stable, he has been radioactive hot, and he is definitely on a collision course with Roddy Piper somewhere down the road.
And boy, does he despise Curt Hennig. In fact, he's not too crazy about anyone in the Heenan family, all of whom would love a chance to snag the Legends World title from Hot Rod. Savage is just within arm's reach of that opportunity, way closer than any of them, and he knows it. That alone could and should drive him to a win tonight over Curt Hennig.
The one good thing about Hennig appearing tonight without backup from anyone means that if there's gonna be any kind of cheating, he's gonna have to do it all by himself.
Well, in this business, you're either perfect or you're dead. Let's see how Curt Hennig stacks up against Macho Man in our main event tonight. And for the last time, referee Walt Rothburn rings the bell. We are off to the races. Perfect opens up with a chop, a right, and another chop to Randy Savage. Locks him up. Gets him by the hair, drives a knee right into the head of the Macho Man, and quickly, wasting no time going for a cover. Well, here's the ref. One. Just the one. Miss Elizabeth backing off a little bit. Curt Hennig with an abdominal stretch on Randy Savage. Savage with a couple of hard shots. Look at this. Nice head scissor. Savage with a running kick. Takes Perfect down. There's a hard right to the back of the head. They lock up again. Oh man, eye gouge. Perfect. Locked up and whipped to the far right corner. Here comes Savage. Perfect. Puts out the boots. Prevents a disaster. Beautiful hip toss from the Perfect one. Randy Savage on the mat. Catching the boots of Curt Hennig. There's a stomp to the midsection. Hennig with a stomp to the shoulder of the Macho Man. Look at all that sauntering and stuff. Oh, man. Miss Elizabeth leans in close. Got to be a little bit concerned. Mr. Perfect locks him up. Inverted atomic drop right to the nether regions. Savage catches another hip toss from the Perfect one. Oh, man. Double boot scrape to the face. Mr. Perfect has been in control since the word go here. There's a series of driving knees into the head of Macho Man. Savage in some real trouble here. Using the ropes to get himself stood up in the corner. Perfect. Drives a couple of elbows into the side of Macho Man's head. Down he goes center ring. Curt Hennig absolutely dominant up to this point. Hennig with a kick to the midsection. Winds him up, nails the neckbreaker. Randy Savage still laid out a blatant chokey from the Perfect one. Yeah, all right. Well, he's got to rally the folks somewhere. Slam face down by Randy Savage. The Macho Man turns him over. Drives an elbow into the leg of Mr. Perfect. Follows that up with a stomp to the leg. The Perfect one back on his feet. A clothesline takes him over the top rope, out onto the floor. And Randy Savage looking to turn things around here. He has been, well, in bad ways. There's a back suplex on the floor to the outside. Referee trying to get him back inside the ring. Perfect. Whoa! With a nasty spinning neck breaker. Hennig goes back into the abdominal stretch. He's trying to wear Randy Savage down. Savage again with a set of knocks to the head. Another head scissor and drops Curt Hennig on his skull on the floor. Running kick takes Perfect down. Randy Savage gathers him up. Vertical suplex. And the ref is still counting. Looks like Randy Savage is going to exploit the time. Drives a knee into the head of Curt Hennig. The Perfect one. Now on the receiving end of the business. As Randy Savage slams his head into the lip of the apron. Rounds him back up. They lock it up. Savage driven into the ring steps. Quickly back up. Perfect. With a wrap-around neck breaker. Makes his own way back inside the ring. The referee continuing to count. Randy Savage Perfect up on the top turnbuckle. Here he comes and misses with the missile dropkick. Savage is going to make him pay for that one. Randy Savage pitches him towards the other side of the ring. On the outside, rolls himself back inside as the referee continues to count Curt Hennig. Taking a little seat for himself. How about this right here? Savage quickly back up. Charges. Flying elbow takes Perfect down to the mat. Savage with his first pin and a cover. 1, 2. No, not even a 2, just a 1. Savage locks up Curt Hennig. Escorts him to the far left corner. Head first into the turnbuckle. He goes. The Macho Man turns him around. And he's going to introduce Perfect to that turnbuckle as many times as he can, but Curt Hennig with an elbow turns it around, slams Savage's head into the turnbuckle. Savage locks him up again. Drives a knee right into the head of Curt Hennig. Macho takes himself to the top turnbuckle, changes his mind on the high-risk maneuver. A hard right. An arm drag from the Perfect one. Curt Hennig rounds Savage up, gets him by the trunk. Vertical suplex again. Here's another cover from Curt Hennig. 1. Nope, again, just a 1. Well, a whole lot of near falls in this main event here. A stomp to the shoulder of Randy Savage. Savage quickly back up. Mr. Perfect nails him with a standing dropkick. Savage rolls to the outside. Perfect going to take himself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Here he goes. Diving cross body to Randy Savage. Mr. Perfect catches a jawjacker from Randy. Savage tries to drop him into the ring steps. Rolls himself back inside. Macho Man Randy Savage doing a little bit of showboating here. Perfect. Whoa, man. Totally unexpected. Randy Savage leaping through the ropes. Turns himself into a human missile. Rounds up Perfect. Scoop slams him on the floor. Savage gathers him up again. And again drives him to the other side of the ring towards the barricades. Rolls himself back inside. Miss Elizabeth looking a lot more chipper right now. And so is Randy Savage for that matter. Mr. Perfect is laid out. Get up. Mr. Perfect taking his sweet time about getting back to a standing position here. I think Randy Savage might have done a little bit of damage on that one. Perfect. Back inside the ring. Savage with a jumping elbow. Takes Perfect down. Gathers him up again. Locks him up. Perfect with a series of elbows to the midsection of the Macho Man. A hard right, a left. And Mr. Perfect with another driving knee into the head of Randy Savage. Oh, Mr. Perfect taking that one arm down off the singlet. That indicates he means business. A little play out of the Jerry Lawler handbook. Savage up against the ropes. Pitches him over the top rope and out onto the floor. Mr. Perfect on the outside. Miss Elizabeth giving him a wide berth. Savage again comes through the... Man, he is not fooling around now. I think Mr. Perfect made Randy Savage mad. Savage rallying the troops here in Wilkes-Barre. And Mr. Perfect is taking longer and longer to get stood up. There's a kick to the head from Mr. Perfect. Perfect catches an elbow to the midsection from the Macho Man. Savage hurls him towards the ring steps, almost hits Miss Elizabeth. There's a diving elbow to the head of Mr. Perfect. Randy Savage with a hard right spins him around, goes behind on Mr. Perfect. A headbutt to the back of the head of the Perfect One. Savage has the crowd in his hands right about now. He has turned this one around real quick after Mr. Perfect dominated a nice chunk of the match. Randy Savage tosses Perfect towards the other side of the ring. Makes his own way back inside. Referee Walt Rothburn continues to count Kurt Hennig. And it's taking him longer and longer to get stood up. Randy Savage, third time through the ropes. A flying shoulder takes Perfect down. Savage starts raining right hands on the head of Kurt Hennig. And Kurt Hennig is in trouble now. Savage drives him into the ring. Rolls himself back inside. And here he goes for a cover. 1, 2, 3, and I guess he just wore Mr. Perfect out. Macho Man Randy Savage wins by pinfall.
The time, 8 minutes and 57 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Randy Savage going absolutely berserk on the Perfect One, says the cream rises to the top. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, that was a great match.
Fans, friends, and bam, that's this week's Snarl in the books. Thanks to all of you for joining us and supporting our WL Wrestling. Our next broadcast will be Monday night, October 27th, when we'll be hosting the 11th annual Halloween Brawl, and Snarl will return next Saturday night, November the 1st. For GB, Hex Lynch, and me, this is Wally Cardell saying thanks, good night, and be safe. Happy Halloween, everyone.